Hello everyone, JR10 Desert Gold here. I came across an issue recently and I thought I'd just do a quick video on it. This here is my Core Essentials Trackline gun belt. I've owned it for about a year, but I've had it in the closet for most of that time. I think I've worn it maybe a half a dozen times over a 6-month period. And I noticed that it started having some failures, and I thought I'd bring that to light in this video. Anyway, Core Essentials has an excellent reputation and a very popular product, and this video is in no way intended to disparage that in any way. The reason I originally purchased this belt was due to its popularity on all the reviews that I read, and I like the idea of the mechanism that it utilizes with its locking mechanism. This is the version I got at. I kind of like the semi-dress look of it. Basically, it's a ratcheting system that you run through the buckle. It locks, and the advantage to a system like this is that you can release and add or detract or take away from the circumference as needed. In other words, if you're wearing clothing that takes up more room than you normally would, then you just let out the belt a little bit and it compensates for the extra room needed. Contrary to that, if you need to tighten up, you just cinch it up a little bit and it'll go as tight as you want. If you're carrying, then sometimes different holsters ride better at different tension levels. This holster, or the holster that I was using with this belt, was for my EDC. It was just a simple leather pancake holster, and it rode very nicely in it. My EDC, for the purposes of information, is the Ruger LC9S Pro. The Pro version has no magazine disconnect and no safety. I will not handle the weapon at this time for purposes of the fact that it is in condition 1, and these safety Nazis out there will be all over the video. This, just for informative reasons, is my Kimber 1911. Getting ready to possibly switch out the ivory grips for some stag grips. Playing with that idea. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, back to this. As I said, the Core Essentials belt is a wonderful concept. It is, the one I got is the 1.5 inch, and you can see, I think you'll be able to see. Let's see if I can get this. It does say Core Genuine Reinforced Leather, and for the first few times I wore it, it seemed to hold up to that nomenclature. Unfortunately, as I wore it, chinks in the armor started to develop. You can see, and I'm sure that this would be common with a lot of leather layer, there's a stabilizing core, and then the leather is stitched over that core to add strength and rigidness to the belt itself. So let me see if I can get this in frame. This is a visible wrinkle in the leather, and it occurs several times. And then the most odious of the issues is an actual tear in the leather right here. I don't know if you can see it. Now, again, I'm not trying to put down Core Essentials or disparage them in any way. I have, since I've noticed this, I have read other postings from other individuals that said that they had similar issues. I don't know if I just got the one that is the black sheep in the lot that it came from, but as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't buy this belt again. I've got some choices on some other ideas that I'm going to be looking at for my next gun belt, and it won't be this kind of a system. It is rather disappointing because, as I said, the convenience of the way the system operates really makes it a pleasure to use when it was being used as my EDC gun belt. But I'm sure that the functionality of the belt itself will continue to work for some time forward. But I'm the type of person that you spend the money on a belt and within a short period of time it fails like that, then I lose a lot of faith in it. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not the ardent EDC carrier that a lot of people are, and I didn't carry every day. My job at the time forbid me from carrying a firearm on the premises, so it kind of got me in the habit of getting lazy. Ever since I've retired, I've gotten back into daily carry, and that's when I started noticing the issues with this system. I would say that in the course of the 6 month or 8 month that I utilized this belt, I probably only carried the Ruger at most probably a dozen times. And that is nothing compared to what daily EDC over an extended period of time would entail. So anyway, I'm not going to draw this out. I just wanted people to see that it is a possibility that even with a good product and a good idea, that there can be disappointments. So I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to see what trouble I can get into. You all have a wonderful afternoon. Have fun, be safe. This is JR10 Desert Gold out.